I'm going to share with you a poem that I have written called Mothers of My Mother. But before I do that, I want to put it in context. I want to thank a number of people who've made this poem a reality. Andrea Ferrillo, Friends of the Reading Public Library, and the Reading Public Library staff, and all those who have encouraged this poem to be written. It's written in commemoration, celebration, and gratitude to all who came before us and worked so hard and sacrificed so much that the 19th Amendment was passed. It was ratified on August the 18th, 1920, but it didn't go into effect until August the 26th, 1920. And that's why that date is called Women's Equality Day. Mothers of My Mother. It's written for Sojourner Truth and Febb, Ensminger, Burn. You must have foreseen as you refused to stifle your breath and whalebone, took to the streets, gazed at the sun through iron bars, that your voices would have freed mine to ask why not, speak truth to power, hold steady my gaze against forces of suppression. You willed to me, my daughters, granddaughters, sons, grandsons, the gift to see, create, tell, in words and images, in breath and blood, truth, the obligation to no longer whisper in the presence of resolute power, no longer look away from jagged lives, no longer worship iconic status quo. Your unlaced decisions endured over 80 years of silencing, setbacks of hope, barred, banned, ignored, silenced, denied property and financial, legal and personal rights, equal rights to vote, choose, matter, so that we can dream, birth, nurture a personal creative promise, a collective hope for better, always better. You nursed a sisterhood into being with raised voices, outrage against hypocrisy, against injustice, refuted chains around ankles, hearts, minds. Stanton, Mont, Anthony, Wells, Paul, National Women's Rights Conventions, abolitionist movements, braided your collective resolve to chisel monumental blocks to justice, opportunity, liberty. Your grit gave way to a birth cry on August 26th. You nurtured the infant of what can be. You heard an unspoken voice. You gave that voice a cadence that had to be heard. Now we must shout in a calliope of many voices against a smothering repetition of lies, lies damning our collective futures. We must become the parents who will raise that child to listen with the heart, to demand the truth, the uncomfortable, undiluted truth, to care and speak, march and vote for this day, for this generation, for this world, so freedom will thrive in lives worth living, in a history worth writing. Thank you.